New York City is pretty expensive, but I think if you know where your money's going and you recognize what your priorities are, it's totally doable. My name is Eleana Haskins. I live in Brooklyn, New York, make about $50,000 a year. This is my first full-time job out of college. I started in September, so a few months after graduation. I've almost been there for a year. I've always been a really visual person and I have a photo background, but I want to help with like branding and marketing. So somehow I found PI. I feel like I've had a lot of different influences about money, negotiating, 401k, investments. There never was like one person who was like, this is what you need to do. A lot of it has just been influence, and I've also just been very curious and money conscious. No one's really been like pressuring me to think about this. I think it's kind of cool and important. I like to divvy up things depending on percentage. So immediately after my paycheck comes into my bank, which I use Ally, it just goes into the savings depending on how much I want. I tailor my lifestyle towards not having that money because I'm just used to it. I graduated from Ithaca College in May 2018, so I had a lot of part-time jobs throughout school. I'm really fortunate that I didn't have a lot of student loans. I had a lot of scholarships and my family helped a lot through college, so I could minimize the amount of student loans I have. I think it's really important to get a jump on it if you can. I still want to budget for it and get them paid off in the next 5 years. I feel like dating as a young person is pricey. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, it's a little helpful that I am a lady. So usually if I go on like some first dates, I don't usually have to pay. I'm happy to, I honestly am. Like sometimes I pay tip, you know, things like that. And I always say like, I'll get the next one. When I've been in like committed relationships, I'm very good about like half and half. So like if you get this one, I'll get the next one. Or like just finding alternatives and just like going out all the time. I think dating in New York, it can get kind of pricey, but maybe not as much for me. A lot of my friends and I have been doing picnics or like potlucks, so it's a really good way to like hang out with people. I also am on a bunch of email lists and newsletters that give you free events, and a lot of professional networks I'm in have New York City events and classes that you can take for free. How long have you lived here?
Almost 5 years.
Oh, okay, nice. Like I'm actually friends with my neighbors. Like I'll tell my friends like, oh yeah, like I baked a cake with my neighbor, or you know, I went over to their house, and they're like, do you know who your neighbors are? So like with my hair, I honestly cut it myself, or like my mom does it. Like, and that's just because I have pretty simple hair. Like I don't need anything super wacky. I never get my nails done. I don't do any waxing services, and that's just like a personal preference. Like I can just do it myself. So I have the 5% and then my company matches it. And if I get a pay increase, I definitely want to up that. For the company to put in money, like that's free money. Like I don't know why you wouldn't max that out if you have the financial means to. So that's really important to me. I do freelance photography on the side, mostly headshots and portraits. I haven't done it as much now just because I've been working on another project. It's called Converge, and so it's all like an actionable resource for people who just graduated and seniors about like what to do after college. Here's some steps you can do, or like here's how you save money, here's how you make friends, here's how you get an apartment. And it covers like all the aspects of the post-grad life. Right now it doesn't make me money, but I think it's really important to not always do things for money. For now, I really want to kind of like give back to the people who were helping me when I was transitioning and do that for other students. I think it'd be nice to make over 100,000, and I definitely want to hit that by 30. I know it sounds kind of ambitious, but I think it's doable. I think if I make the right career jumps and I stick with my side hustles, it's definitely doable. I would want to donate some of it. I'd want to use some of it like to travel or to buy more camera equipment, and then a lot of it I would just want to put to the side. You know, maybe with groceries, I could buy more organic eggs, or just like tiny things, or maybe I could buy nicer shampoo. Just all the small things that it's easy to be frugal with. It would be nice to have that little perk later. But I think in general, my budget will still be pretty similar, even if I get a pay raise.